So let me start off by confronting the elephant in the room. I'm not at my desk. This is my living room, and this is my husband's collection of trinkets and movies and such, and yeah. Also, I'm made up like Harley Quinn. So the makeup is clearly Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. I just filmed a tutorial of how to do this, so that will be up on this channel either later this week or the upcoming Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Today I wanted to talk about my Halloween TBR list. I haven't done a TBR list in a little while, I think, but today is the day. In the spirit of Halloween, I bring you 6 books. I think 6 books that I would like to read this month. It's probably not gonna happen, but I really wanna read all these. So let's begin. Number 1 is The Shining by Stephen King. I have seen the movie. It's very creepy. I think the creepiest part about it is the filmography. But yeah, I'm very interested to read this. I picked it up actually at Goodwill the other day, and it's just been sitting on my little lamp. So this is one I would like to get to this month because it's a horror novel. And Stephen King, I've actually never read a Stephen King novel, so nobody shoot me, please. Number 2 is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I cannot say this. So anyway, the movie's coming out very soon, and I'm one of those people that can't read a book after I see a movie often. That's not how I operate. Which I'm gonna try to break that with The Shining. Yeah, so I want to read this. I don't know if it's super creepy, but from what I've read so far, it's a little on the creepy side. It's the story of a mysterious island, an abandoned orphanage, a strange collection of peculiar photographs. Sounds kind of creepy to me, so it's one of my go-tos this month. The next 2 I have aren't in particularly scary, but they do deal with some creatures and people-esque things that belong in the Halloween category. So the first one is Harry Potter. I have been reading this for a little while, but I put it down and saved it for this month just because, why not? So yeah, I'm almost halfway through it. I've been reading it throughout October, so reread of Harry Potter. Number 4 I have talked about in maybe 2 or 3 of my videos, but I'm finally getting to read it. The Mortal Instruments, City of Heavenly Fire. I'm finally this much into it. The little book cover is right here. Bookmark, excuse me. This is only 5 chapters. That's how big her chapters are. Like, it's crazy. But this book deals with demons and werewolves and vampires and fairies and all kinds of creatures that belong in the Halloween category. So I figured this is a fun one for Halloween time. It's not crazy scary, but it's very suspenseful, and I love these books. If you have not read them, I highly recommend them. Cassandra Clare is a fantastic writer, so. And the next 2 books on my list are on my iPad, which is not charged right now, so I will have the images pop up in this general region. These are both classics, by the way. Number 1 is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I have started reading this book. I'm not too far into it, but maybe a quarter of the way into it, and it's actually really good. I thought it would be hard to read because it was written in the 1800s, but it's actually a pretty easy read, and I have to admire Mary Shelley because there weren't a lot of female authors back in that day, and she kind of created the horror genre. So you go, Mary Shelley, you go. And last but not least, number 6 is Dracula. I have been meaning to read this for so long. Every Halloween, I have this tradition of watching all these kind of vampire movies. I love the original Dracula. I love Interview with a Vampire, and so on and so forth. If it has vampires in it, I'll probably watch it. It's a weird thing. I'm into the actual creepy, old school vampires. Always have been. I get it from my dad. So Dracula by Bram Stoker? One of those is definitely on my list this year. I have it, I got it for free on my iPad So if you have an iPad, you might want to check and see if it's still for free on there. I also got Frankenstein for free, so definitely gonna read those two. As I said, good way into Frankenstein, but I have not picked up Dracula yet. So keep my fingers crossed that that's a good one. Okay guys, so I know that was a relatively short video, but very to the point. If you've read any of these books, please let me know how you felt about them in the comments below. Don't give me any spoilers. I will have to like chop your head off or something. Just kidding. It's the Harley Quinn. Happy Halloween! And let me know what your Halloween TBR is right now. As always, happy reading and happy writing, guys, and I will see you next Wednesday.